And they answer nothing. The mother suckers can tell you nothing. A bee is in the trap, bee is in the trap. A bee is in the trap, bee is in the trap. Chickens and shit and they ain't say nothing. The mother suckers can tell my Pisces nothing. A bee is in the trap, bee is in the trap. Pisces, 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 put it in your kidney. Dear Pisces, welcome back to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot. So dear Pisces, today we are going to be doing your reading for the Lionsgate portal August 8th to the 14th. And this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. My cutie patootie, why are you smiling right now? You know what? You better smile because that smile looks so good on you, dear Pisces. I love you too. So, dear Pisces, in this reading, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future. I'm going to pull one card, which is going to be your main energy, overarching challenge for this Lionsgate portal. What are you manifesting? What are you calling into existence? You got the Lovers at the bottom. And we're also going to be seeing what is one major psychic message for you, okay, in this portal. This is about you and the person on your mind. So, without any further ado, dear Pisces, let's hop right into your reading and see what's going on. I will also take a look at your finances and money and career at the end of the reading as well. So, okay, so Pisces, your challenge is the Two of Wands for the Lionsgate portal. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups. So Pisces, your challenge here has to do a lot with this decision that you are trying to make. I think that you're at a cusp, you're at a crossroads of your life. You're about to make a very important decision. For many of you, this is in relation to, going this way or going that way. Like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, right? You can either go north or south, or you can go east or west, whatever. Your decision, you're in a decision-making process right now. And I think that that's something that's going to be solidified more during this Lionsgate portal. I'm doing this reading for you because I really care for you and I love you, and I want to make sure that my water signs get their portion of the readings as well. This decision has to do a lot with whether you really want to have a brand new beginning with somebody that you walked away from, or maybe this person walked away from. Maybe you're feeling that you have been ghosted by this individual. There is definitely a lot of sadness. There is this sense of emotional loss that you are experiencing in regards to this person. Now, your psychic message here that I'm going to pull, what is the psychic message for my Pisceana? I'm going to pull one card, and that's going to allow us to continue into the reading and solidify and get some more information. Now, transformation. Wow. You have number 13, dear Pisces, and it says transformation. So there is definitely, like I said, you're at the cusp. It's a transformative phase for you entering into the Lionsgate. This is a galactic event, okay? This is a time when, dear Pisces, you are entering into a phase where you're definitely manifesting something and you're wanting to change things up about your life. We're going to get back to this and clarify this shortly. In the recent past, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. There is definitely a dynamic between you and another person, not a gender specific. A king and a queen could be same sex, whatever, take it as it resonates. But there was a brand new beginning. Everything seemed to be very solid between you and this person. Possibly there was a lot of happiness, a lot of communication, and we're going to see what has taken place that in the present moment, you look like you have the Death card here, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So you're definitely in the middle of a transformation. If you look at this Pisces, the cups in tarot, they represent water sign, right? So you're definitely in the middle of a major transformation. There is a painful situation that you are turning it into power. For a lot of you, you're overcoming a very difficult chapter. Maybe you have been grieving. Maybe you have been feeling you have been stabbed in the back. Somebody maybe betrayed you. There is this sense of betrayal. There is this sense of abandonment, right? But there is transformation. You are headed towards transformation. For some of you, could be dealing with a Scorpio. I'm getting here Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Could be a Capricorn also. So in the near future, you have the Seven of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So there is a major decision here in regards to this person. Trust issues. You need to clear the air in terms of trust issues with this person. There is a soul connection, and I think that this is going to lead to a lot of happiness. But first, you got to resolve some sort of trust issues in terms of this person. Okay, you want to make sure that you are not investing into something or into a connection where it could backfire on you. So without any further ado, dear Pisceana, let's get into your reading and let's clarify. So I'm going to clarify your main overarching energy, which is the Two of Wands and the transformation for the Lionsgate 888 portal. This is a galactic event that happens once a year, and it allows us to raise our consciousness, raise our frequency, change our vibration, and enter into a new timeline, basically to shift timelines. Okay, so let's get into your reading and let's clarify the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so for many of you, like I said, you're at the crossroads. I think that there is a lot of hurt. There is a lot of pain in regards to this situation, to this person that you are transforming. Okay, I think that this also might be related to money, career, maybe your business partners with this person. I don't know, because money, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, it's in regards to also sharing some financial assets with this person. If that's not the case, if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. But I do see here you making a very, very important decision here in regards to transforming a situation. Okay, you could be even thinking about, maybe you have travel plans coming up for you as well. You could be going to places, you could be buying tickets. There is this sense of exploring the world, okay, going to places, and you could be even thinking about relocating. You're basically changing your life. There is something very significant that's going to be taking place for you during this Lionsgate. Your energy here that's shifting is also going to create a ripple effect, and is going to somehow subconsciously affect and influence the person that you are dealing with. There is a spiritual transformation that's also taking place in your life. Number 13 could have a very important meaning for you. Some of you have a birthday on the 13th, like March 13. Now, in the recent past, the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So there was a soul connection. You were connected with somebody here, but I think that things kind of seem to be a little bit stagnant. Knight of Pentacles energy. Somebody maybe didn't accept your offer. Maybe you rejected a person, they rejected you. I do strongly feel like here that though there was a lot of strong sexual connection and energy between you and this individual, for whatever reason, things were kind of a little bit stagnant. I think money and financial matters, right? Financial matters. That's how they pronounce financial matters. It was a big thing. It was a big deal between you and this person. Now, the Queen of Pentacles in the recent past is clarified by the King of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Sun. Okay, so it looks like you cut somebody out of your life, or maybe this person cut you out of your life. Either way, either or, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, could be strong Leo also, the Sun card here. You maybe stopped talking to this person and there was a lot of sadness, a lot of disappointment here between you and this person, okay? I feel like that there was like this sense of emotional loss that you have with this person. The Sun and the King of Swords is an indicator that there was a conversation that might have taken place and you were very direct about this. I feel like it was also possibly this person could have ghosted you. There is a ghost. This Ace of Wands. I just saw the Ace of Wands. Hold on. We're not going to miss a nice, thick, juicy Ace of Wands. Yes, this is my favorite card and I love this. So, and I know my Pisceanas love it too. Pisceano, male Pisces watching this, yours is a different story. That's fine, unless you're straight, if you're straight. So, King of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands. That's a double confirmation. The Three of Wands and the Two of Swords. For many of you, I feel like there is also possibly an age difference here. Okay, somebody here is a daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. In the recent past, there is definitely this waiting. Even though you and this person separated, could be a long distance relationship. I feel like that for many of you, even though things ended, you were still waiting on this person. You were still waiting with the Two of Swords and the Three of Wands. There is this uncertainty that was lingering in terms of this relationship. Which direction was this connection gonna go? Where were you and this person were gonna end up? That was the big question for many of you asking, okay? I feel like that it was very difficult for you to let go of this person, to let go of them, of this connection. But unfortunately, maybe possibly fortunately, it happened and it has led you to some sort of a transformation. Now, the Death card here is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So it looks like there is a lot of clarity that's coming into your life, okay? You have the Eight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So something here is gonna be illuminated for you, especially we are gonna be having the full moon in Aquarius, okay, on August 9th. So some sort of news revelation is going to be headed towards your way, okay? It looks like somebody here might be wanting to have a conversation and talk to you. There is this anticipation of a communication that may take place. And I do see here you emotionally becoming available and opening up to the possibility of talking to this person, okay? There's going to be a communication between you and this individual. Now, let's talk about you in the present moment specifically. The Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups for my Pisceanas in the present moment. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. So in the present moment, I feel like that there is a very painful cycle that's finally coming to an end. It's closing out. And after the Ten of Wands, there is an Ace of Cups, right? Or the Ten of Swords. There is an opportunity of a brand new beginning. There is an opportunity of actually starting something together. The Ten of Swords here is twice in the present moment, right? Those are two different decks, but the depiction, of the imagery is very on point. So I do strongly feel like here that for many of you, dear Pisces, there is a strong need, okay, to have a closure, to get over something and to finally close up a very painful chapter. And this is strongly tied up to having a conversation. There is a sense of betrayal and pain that you have within you. And I think that this is something that you are not blaming other people, but you are becoming aware of that and you are definitely taking the initiation to heal that within you. Now, the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. So in the present moment, I see here a successful closure of a chapter, of a painful chapter, if I may say. Something here is finally closing up for you, and this is strongly tied up to communication that's going to take place. This is not the easiest thing to do. This is not the easiest dark night of the soul. Maybe for some of you are feeling you are going through the dark night of the soul. You have the Death card here showing up twice already in your reading, okay? Scorpio energy, something here is transforming in your life. Sagittarius energy, Temperance, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Some sort of a painful situation. You're either letting go of a narrative of a painful story that has happened in your life, right? Or you're just kind of like in this process of accepting the fact that there is some changes that you're finally initiating for yourself, for you to make to move forward in your life. Now, in the near future, with the Seven of Swords, I feel like within the next 72 to 96 hours and moving forward until August 14, there is definitely a very important dynamic that's going to take place. The Two of Cups is here in the near future with the Seven of Swords. Definitely a conversation that's going to be in regards to trust issues. The Death card showed up again. Something needs to change. The Death card means rebirth and transformation. The Strength card and the Six of Pentacles. I think that what really needs to change is that there has to be an equal conversation. You see the Leo card showing up, the Strength card, the Death card, right? Or you could be dealing with somebody who has Leo in their birth chart, placement, Scorpio as well. One of the things that I see here is that you don't want, you want to make sure there is balance in this communication and there is no breadcrumbs. Nobody's trying to overpower the other one. Nobody's trying to dominate the other one here, right? So what's changing here in the near future for you is to really accept the fact and also hear from this person. What you want to hear from this person, Pisceana, is the fact that they're admitting that they could have been wrong. It's not that you are trying to force them to say it. It's like you really want to sense, because you are a very sensible sign. Sensitive, sensible, aware, consciously, very highly aware sign, okay? You are a very psychic sign. You can see through people. You can feel people. You really want to understand, and deep down to your bones, you really want to feel, has this person learned their lesson? Do they understand that they really fumbled me big time? Do they understand that they lied to me, or maybe they were not being honest with me? Because this transformation that you're going through, it's not for nothing. And you can't go back to the same cycle, because it's going to bring you right back to where you were. And you already have elevated, you're changing, shifting timelines. So for you to make that firm decision to move forward into a dynamic here with this person is strongly pertaining and containing the prerequisites about this person, that they really need to be on the same page with you. They need to show, and they need to really kind of like, reflect and mirror that lesson that they have learned back to you. The Two of Cups is clarified by the Temperance, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So there is a change and a shift that's going to happen. I think that what's going to end up happening, as you can see, the Temperance is pouring water from one glass to water or liquid from one glass to another, right? That's an alchemical process. That means moving on from these conflicts and arguments and misunderstanding, changing the situation into more Queen of Pentacles energy, which is about, it was in the recent past also, stability and being very grounded and not being in this wishy-washy, oh, I'm not sure, maybe we're gonna fight, maybe there's a third party, maybe there is conflicts going on. What you want, dear Pisceana, is stability. Tower moment at the bottom of the deck. Tower, right, of power. And this is talking about a powerful transformation. Being very clear on what you want and addressing certain things and certain characteristics in a person and letting them know that, like, hey, look, the things that the behaviors that you have, the way that you're acting is definitely something that I do not tolerate. You've raised your bar, you've changed your standards. Now, the Nine of Cups here is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the World, and the Six of Wands, and the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So there is the potential to actually have a brand new beginning and a chapter with this person, okay? The World card is here, Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. There is definitely a potential for a lot of happiness. And the World card here also indicates having a brand new cycle. The World card here has the 4 zodiac signs, 4 fixed signs, right? As you can see, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Aquarius is actually the eagle. No, Scorpio, and then Aquarius, okay? So 4 fixed signs, and that indicates that there is something that also is being changed in this person's life. And it's the universe forcing it. It's like the higher powers are making these changes in this person's life, which is ultimately leading them to realize and recognize the fact that they need to really invest into this relationship. This is requiring two-way street. This is an investment coming in from both ways that's going to allow you and this person to embark onto a journey which can actually lead to a lot of happiness with the Nine of Cups energy, okay? And the Moon here is definitely indicating some sort of hidden subconscious mind, fears and thoughts that are going to be revealed, okay? And I think that even though you know that you walked away from this person, or this person walked away from you and disconnected, it has actually the potential to bring a brand new beginning for you. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Wow. Those two cards, look at the duality of these. They're also on the other deck as well. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, right? And interestingly enough, it was the same thing here as well. So it was literally just like this. So walking away from this situation, or maybe the disconnection that happened between you and this person, actually was like a blessing in disguise that allowed you to see this situation from a different angle, and also to learn and to relearn and to remember that you are not here just to overgive and kind of, overextend yourself and sabotage yourself and shrink yourself and make yourself smaller, okay? So this Lionsgate portal is definitely bringing a new offer for you, a brand new beginning, which is going to lead to potentially a lot of happiness. But that's only going to come with the fact that when you see the tangible changes in this person's behavior. Have they changed? How do they talk to you? How are they treating you? Are they respecting your boundaries or not? So with the prosperity message here, I'm going to see what is it that you need to know in terms of your money, in terms of your financial situation. So you have simple living, and it says, no worries, everything that you need will be provided. Enjoy your life. For many of you, I think this is a message for you to maybe have a mid-year reset. Maybe you want to do some more travel, do some more self-care and take care of yourself. And set an intention for abundance. The Lionsgate portal 888 happens once a year, and it's like number 8, the infinity symbol, right? It allows you to really tap into that portal and manifest things for you. It is also strongly tied up to the magician energy, as above, so below, right? So as you create abracadabra, as you think, as your thoughts vibrate on a certain frequency, they create the dynamics and the reality, and they attract the things into your life. Emotions are very important. So creating and cultivating elevated emotions is going to be very beneficial for you to be in that high vibrational level. We can't always be there. I understand we have things we have to deal with. We have emotions to process. I think that this is a time for you to change the narrative and the story of your life and to embark onto a very successful, fulfilling, loving, compassionate timeline for yourself, and surrounding yourself with people who are reciprocating that with you and for you, and you're able to really enter into a new timeline. Pisces, you already have been through a lot. You already have been through enough. Now the time for you has come. You know, this transformation, this comeback is personal, and you definitely owe it to yourself, Pisces. This is not about other people. This is not about this person, that person. This is about you, and that is something that you are doing. This is the reason why your main energy and the challenge here is the Two of Wands, right? Standing at the crossroads of your life, making a very profound decision. Now, I'm going to see what is the angels and archangels message here for you. So the angels and archangels message here is Two of Gabriel, Two of Wands, and you have Two of Gabriel. Look at the imagery. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision, right? And it shows two dudes walking together. So it could be a same-sex situation. Doesn't have to be. I know you're non-judgmental. I'm just saying. So Two of Gabriel, and it's like the Archangel Gabriel is saying it's time to make bold choices, and great progress is more than possible. It's definitely possible, okay? And you're attracting people who are going to be on the same page with you, like I said earlier, even before I pulled the card, right? Attracting people who are going to respect you, who are going to share your vision, share your mission statement, and really be on the same page with you. Now, let's pull a random card here. I'm going to pull from this horny deck. Okay, so... Not a horny deck. This is about intimacy prompts that you can discuss with your partner. Oh my God, look at the question. Describe something you'd hate to do for real, but find kinky to think about. Oh my gosh, this is a Pisces question. Describe something you would hate to do for real, but find kinky to think about. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Talk to me in the comments. Talk to me. Type me. Type. What is it that you think like it's kinky to think about? Oh my gosh, now my mind, I know you already probably have the answer already, but I have to think about it for a second. I don't know if I can share about that right now. I'll just keep it to myself. Maybe I'll share about it in the next video, I don't know. But dear Pisces, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much, my cutie patootie. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one.